Welcome to Strasburg Motor Speedway for the second race in the Liquid Thermostat Cup Series Season 2, the Isaacs 200. 21 cars in the field today, adding three new drivers. That's David Gilliland, Jeff Burton, and Clint Bowyer. Here are your drivers to watch in today's race. Brad Keselowski starts on pole for the race today, wants to take the Miller Lite Ford to victory lane for the first time this season. Clint Bowyer making his first ever start in the Liquid Thermostat Cup Series, and he starts 4th place in this race today, which is a good place to start at this racetrack. And David Gilliland also making his first start, and his teammate David Reagan won the Thanksgiving special here at this racetrack, so look for him to be up front today. Here's your starting lineup. In row 1 we have Brad Keselowski and Greg Biffle. In row 2 we have Kasey Kahne and Clint Bowyer. In row 3 we have David Gilliland and Ryan Newman. In row 4 we have Joey Logano and Carl Edwards. In row 5 we have Matt Kenseth and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. In row 6 we have Denny Hamlin and Jimmy Johnson. In row 7 we have Jeff Gordon and Michael Waltrip. In row 8 we have Kevin Harvick and Jeff Burton. In row 9 we have Kyle Busch and David Reagan. In row 10 we have Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Danica Patrick. And in row 11, Tony Stewart. Now for the command to start the engines. Gentlemen and Danica, start your engines. The engines have been fired, and as the cars roll off, the information of the race, 21 drivers will race 10 laps around Strasburg Motor Speedway. And the green flag is out for the Isaacs 200. Brad Keselowski and Greg Biffle lead the field of green. Keselowski will take the lead, and he will lead the first lap of the race. Gilliland is working with Kahne for second place, and he will get it coming out of turn number 2 as Keselowski leads another lap of the race. Gilliland is right on Keselowski's bumper, and he will get the lead side by side with Keselowski, and David Gilliland will lead the third lap of the race. Now Logano side by side with him as Keselowski goes around, and the caution comes out on lap number 4. Let's take a look at the replay, see what happened. It looks like Keselowski might have blown a left rear tire to spin him out. Was able to stop the car up on the racetrack and might have hit the wall. And here's how they will restart for the next restart. And the green flag's going to come back out here with 5 laps to go in this race. Logano and Gilliland your leaders, and Danica Patrick goes around and clips or wrecks Waltrip and Burton, and the caution comes out on lap 6. Let's take a look at the replay here. Danica Patrick seemed fine deep in the field coming out of turn number 4 on the restart. Then all of a sudden she turns to the right and wrecks Michael Waltrip and Jeff Burton in the process. And I do believe that Danica Patrick and Michael Waltrip will be out for the rest of the race. And the green flag's going to come back out with 3 laps to go in this race with Logano and Gilliland on the front row. Kahne gets by Gilliland, and he will get second place back from him as Logano leads lap number 8. 2 to go as Kenseth comes inside and gets the lead from Logano, and now looks like Gordon's going to come inside as well at the white flag. They're side by side, and they wreck in turn number 1, and Harvick comes out of nowhere, and Harvick, the closer, will win the Isaacs 200. And you see the damage between Gordon and Kenseth as they wrecked in turn number 1 on the last lap. Let's take a look at the replay. Just got too close in turn number 1, and they spun each other out, and Harvick does what he always does, comes out of nowhere to win the race. And Harvick will be the champion of the Isaacs 200. Congratulations to Kevin Harvick for winning the race. The results of the race, Kevin Harvick won, then Ryan Newman, Joey Logano, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kasey Kahne, Tony Stewart, David Gilliland, David Reagan, Denny Hamlin, Jeff Burton, Greg Biffle, Brad Keselowski, Clint Bowyer, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, Jeff Gordon, Danica Patrick, and Michael Waltrip. And the points for the first time this season, Logano is your leader with 36 points, and Tony Stewart down by 2, Jr. down by 7, Harvick down by 8, Keselowski through Busch is down by 9, Gordon and Kahne are down by 10, and Edwards is down by 11. And Ryan Newman and Greg Biffle both down by 12, Hamlin down by 13, Reagan down by 14, and you look at the rest of the points. Once again, congratulations to Kevin Harvick for winning the race. The next race is going to be the Food City 250 at Bristol Motor Speedway. And the soundtrack that you are listening to is Whirlwinds to the End Zone by none other than Sam Spence. Thank you for watching the Liquid Thermostat Cup Series. See you at Bristol Motor Speedway.